Welcome to the Viz Biz Talks of Rotary District 3141. Rotary Year 2021 is a vision year with District Governor Sunil Mehra at the helm of affairs, wherein many new initiatives have been introduced to create a difference in the community and also make Rotary seen. Viz Biz Talks is a unique and hot from oven initiative. It's an initiative to support Rotarians to support Rotary. In Viz Biz Talks, we speak to visionary Rotarians who, by virtue of the selfless work towards the community, have reached important decisive positions, and their actions today will help Rotary to serve more and make a difference in the community. I'm your host, Dr. Manish Motwani, a bariatric surgeon, that's a weight loss surgeon, and also the Chief Coordinator for Rotary District 3141 in the year 2021. A guest on the Viz Biz Talks today is a very dear friend and one of the most dependable Rotarians in Rotary District 3141. Rajendra Chapwale ji has been my co-president from Rotary Club of Mumbai North Island. He has more than 4 decades of rich Rotary experience. He's into the business of property development. Rajendra ji is a delightful and pleasant personality. He's a terrific and strategic worker. His mantra is quality, trust, credibility, and relationship. He feels these are the ones who should drive your business and not the price. He's a non-judgmental person, very decisive, persistent, passionate, and an extremely friendly human being. A family man with deep-rooted Indian values and commitments. A burning desire for community service with empathy towards the underprivileged. Friends, with this short introduction, I would like to present before you my dear friend and a person whom we look up to in Rotary. Yes, he is none other than Rotarian Rajendra Chapwale.
Thank you.
Rajendra, welcome to the Viz Biz Talk show. We are so happy to have you here. This is one platform which we have created to ensure that Rotarians meet Rotarians. There may be so many Rotarians who might get enthused and inspired by listening to you. There might be so many silent Rotarians who might become active workers after your interview. There might be so many donors who are sitting on the fence will get more confidence about Rotary and Rotary Foundation after your interview. So I would say you have got lots of burden on your shoulders
Thank
to
you.
ensure that all the purposes of this talk show come out successful.
It is my pleasure.
So Rajendra ji, I have known you, I have spoken to you, I have come to your house, we know each other since 2007-8 when we were co-presidents with Dr. Ullas Kolatkar as the governor.
They were as the governor,
Yeah. But there are so many other people who would like to know something about you. Let us know a bit more about you on the personal front.
Okay. Well, basically I'm Maharashtrian, born and brought up in Mumbai. And we were staying in Girgaon. And I attended Marathi medium school there in Chikisak High School, a well-known school in Bombay at that time. And of course, today also it is. And it has produced some good citizens of India and had made a very big impact all over the world also. And the thing is this, my father was an officer in Life Insurance Corporation. And after my schooling, I joined HR College of Commerce and did my graduation there. But basically, when I was in the school, in the college, after first year, since the college was in the morning from 7:30 to 12 o'clock or 12:30 or so, after that, there was a spare time. So my father suggested me that I should take up a job also and should help the family. It was basically to help myself only, to be frank with you. And then, maybe in the second year of the college, I had simultaneously with the college, I had a job also. I used to go to one chartered accountant to write the accounts, preliminary accounts, a cash book, ledger and something. And, I had to go to different places to the clients of my employer, who was a chartered accountant. And then I used to write the accounts. And what happened? In fact, my father wanted me to go and have a job in the bank or something like that. But the destiny was something different. uh, when I was doing my job, one of the client was in civil construction, and he offered me a better salary at his office. So I was, with the consent of my employer, I was absorbed in that company, and it was a construction company. And there, it was not much of writing of the accounts, but much of the outside job, meeting architects and going to corporation, looking after construction work, and engineers and small matters, cooperative matters, this matters, that matters. And I got a variety of experience, and lot of small construction work used to be carried out, which I got to know how they are carried out and all. So after 2 3 years or so, I gave up the job, and maybe at the age of 22 or 23, I started own construction company and started taking my jobs myself. And then then it went off. Initially, I had some problem because I was not coming from the business community. But anyway, I think when your intentions are there, people are there to support you. So with small jobs, I started doing bigger jobs. And then we started doing the colonies for Reserve Bank of India, Municipal Corporation, Central Bank, this, that, and it went off. And in 19, then I constructed some school buildings, then factory buildings. And 1980, then in fact, I purchased a plot in 1975 for the development as an independent builder. But because in 76 that Urban Land Ceiling Act came, and I could not start that work. I had to again go back for the construction. And well, in 80, then that hurdle was removed, and we started as a builders. And from 80 to now, till last 40 years, we have been doing that only. So as a matter of fact, I'm in construction business for almost more than 50 years now.
Fantastic. This is something great. And how this is, in a one generation, we have come up from being dependent by being into a job, even during your study time, to developing this on your own and reaching to this stage where you're now in a position to help hundreds and thousands of people. And this
Not only that, after in 2005, my son also, he graduated from abroad. He joined me. Then for the expansion and for diversification, as a matter of fact, we started a business of care homes and nursing home in London. And my son, he looks after that. And that business is doing well now. Then my daughter also, she did her architecture. She married a boy who was also architecture. They did their architecture in California. And now they are settled in North Carolina, Charlotte. And they are doing architect job, and they are developing the buildings also. And now we are doing there, there is a concept in US that adult 55, the houses for adult people. That means they are townhouses. So she and her husband, they look after. I go 3-4 times to UK and USA in a year, and we look after that also. This is all our business has grown up now.
This is fantastic. So the business right now, which is going on in US, also is an expansion of your
as a construction, as a builder business.
Fantastic. And you have your daughter and son-in-law over there who take care of.
Day-to-day basis, they look after one.
Fantastic, fantastic. This is absolutely a lovely growth story, which can be taken as a case study by so many people. How you have gone through phases, but I think so. The world has been kind, God has been kind, and
I tell you. Manish, if your intention is good and if you really sincere in your job, the sky is the limit actually. And you should not have shortcuts. You should have long vision and dedication to that.
Absolutely, absolutely. This is the take which would be there for so many people who would be listening to this show. Yeah. That yes, if your intentions are clear and you are doing everything ethically, legally, and in a proper manner, which even suits your heart, then there is no looking back. There might be some obstacles sometimes, there might be some challenges.
It is always the life, in the everyday life also it is there.
Of course it is there. Yes, it's true. Rajendra ji, your name has been synonymous with the Rotary Foundation.
Yeah,
How did you develop this love for foundation? Why did you choose Rotary Foundation over any other charity organization for your donations?
I will tell you, Manish, the thing is this. Right from 1981 or so, even before that also, right from beginning, when I was a small contractor also, it was always maybe because of the blessings of my parents. My father always taught me what is the value of hard work. But my mother was very compassionate, very loving and compassionate. She always used to feel for the poor people and all, maybe domestic helps and this and that. But that, so from these, these virtues were given to me in the family itself. And then when I started doing business, starting some more money and all, I was more sympathetic towards these people. I thought that we could get opportunity in life. Others also should get opportunities in life. And I tell you, Manish, you may be rich or what, you may have everything with you, but unless the surroundings are not supporting you, how you can enjoy those big blessings? You may have everything, but you will not be able to enjoy if the surroundings are not good. And Rotary Foundation is a you know is a place where all over the world I have seen they don't recognize caste or creed, no religion, no region. All over the world, they are helping for the poor people, alleviation of the poverty, and providing opportunities of the education, shelter, the health facilities, and whatnot. You know that very well. uh, of course, polio and all these things are there, but the thing is this: such type of organization, if you get along with that, you can do the services much better than what you could do all alone in isolated manner. I tell you frankly, I think I used to do charity and all right from 1981 or so. I used to do charity and all
Uh,
because
Rajendra ji, बीच में there was a gap. I used to do charities from 19 something से लेके जो बोला ना आपने वो recording
1981,
वो recording में है तो वहां से वापस start करेंगे. I'll delete this बीच का.
yeah, you see, I always used to do some charity in my own way. And I used to feel for the children, those who are deprived children, unprivileged children, because if you are a deprived or unprivileged children, it is not your fault. See, it is because of the God has made you like that. See, you suffer in this world, but as a human being, it is our duty to provide them some opportunity to come up in life. Because we say children, they don't have, for which I have generally worked for them, they don't know what is their rights, what are their rights. We talk that right to education to children and this and that. What they know about their own rights, they do not know anything. They have to just suffer only. They are suffering. They don't have even a common platform to voice their grievances because they do not know what are their grievances. So it is our duty, those who can help the children, they have to help. No? I feel that it is my bonded duty. It is my life mission to help for them only. And whatever possible for me, I try to do it. Then I try to motivate other people also to come along with me to do some projects for them. That is all. But and what happened from 1981, I always used to do for the cry, donate for them, do their projects, and CRI had a lot of projects with them in different areas of India. Used to do. But then, because I grew in business, along with that, more money, so more charity. Then I was on the verge of, in 2004 or 5 or something, I was on the verge of, a formation of charitable trust. But and I had taken the advice from chartered accountants and solicitors how the trust can be formed and how it can work for the poor people and all this thing. But fortunately, I tell you, maybe that if you have got genuine intentions at your heart, the you know ऊपर वाला साथ देने के लिए तैयार हो जाता है. ऐसा है. He is always trying to help you. So it happened that, all of a sudden we was the one elected, Rotary. The president was elected, but he fell sick. And last moment I was made a president. So in the 2000, in your presidential year, in 2007 or 8,
7, 8.
I became president. I was not knowing what is endowment fund, is that, and TRF and everything. So when I was, then I realized that in TRF there is a provision of making endowment fund. They can invest your funds. They can get the revenues returns for that, and the returns can be used for the purposes which which you nominate. So I thought this is a better way, because charitable trust, then all government involvement and corruption and all these things are, and then there I had to work all alone. Here the beauty is this: if your endowment fund is there, nowadays we get some spendable earnings from my funds, about $18,000-$20,000 per year. So there is a project. All my colleagues in the club, we identify the project. Colleagues, they help me to execute the project, and the kit goes on. I don't have any tension. I don't have any tension how the funds are getting returns or not. I don't have to identify the projects. I don't have to monitor the projects. So, why not to do? That is why I did it. And, it is working very well. Every year we go on, increasing the endowment fund. And it will be run in perpetuity.
So
That is why, I went for the endowment fund and contributing to the TRF.
So friends, what I understand of what Rajendra ji has just said, that Rotary Foundation is a very trusted foundation.
Of course.
The projects that come out of Rotary Foundation are carried out by Rotarians who are there to give and not to take. So transparency remains. Integrity of those people comes to ensure that yes, all the money is safe. And he has said one very, very important point, that if I would have started my trust and if I have to do projects by my trust, I have to do everything for it. Whereas here I have to just contribute the money. Money remains in my name. The main endowment remains in Chapwale sir's name. And the money that comes out of interest from that is good enough, say $18,000 to $20,000 a year, through which his Rotary Club of Mumbai North Island carries out various projects. So his contributions,
$18,000-$20,000 I get it here. That is only 50% of it.
50%. True.
50% goes to World Vision.
50% goes towards the World Fund, which is again used in global grants.
Yes, and again global grants come.
So Rotary Foundation is not just one of the most trustworthy organizations. And Rotary Foundation is an organization where only 5% of the money given, contributed, goes towards the admin cost. 95% is sent towards the projects.
Nowhere in the world.
What can be better than this? This is the only organization, a charity organization, which has got a 4-star Charity Navigator authentication every year since past 12 years. There are only such 10 organizations in the entire world, and Rotary Foundation is one of the top 3 since past 12 years. Why not go in such a manner where you can go through the winning ways to ensure that money can go to any person? So what Rajendra ji has done, he's done a very, very smart thing. One, he has given it for his endowment. A part of it comes back to Bombay for his club to organize projects. Part of it goes to somewhere in the world for some project somewhere, and he gets the blessings of those people too. So Rajendra ji, I would really appreciate for what you have done, but I feel it is a very smart thing. Ashirwad mil rahe hain, itne blessings mil rahe hain.
I will add here. Since this year, 50% goes to the future vision. Okay. Yeah. Now you know that in the Rotary Foundation, if I go with a project along with the spendable earnings, and if I find a foreign club as a partner, earlier it was they were required to contribute to 30%, but from this year onward they are required to contribute only 15%. If I get a foreign club partner, and if they are contributing 15%, then matching grant 100% again is coming from the RI, Rotary Foundation. So I am getting the 100% income here only for the project, plus 50% goes for the World Future Vision.
Fantastic. This is called
So, there cannot be a better solution.
Absolutely. And uh, Rajendra ji is the chairman of a corporate giant which is into constructions, and he's leading as an example. And friends, just to tell you, he's become an Arch Klumph Society member. Though he's not one person who wants himself to be known, so he's always been a silent member in this. But what is an Arch Klumph Society member? Arch Klumph Society member is a member who has contributed in a tune of $250,000 and excess towards the Rotary Foundation. That is, in today's date, more than 1.7 to 1.8 crores. Now, you should just understand one thing. If a person who's as knowledgeable as him, as particular as him, and as ethical as him, and he finds that Rotary Foundation is the right place where he can give his own donations, then why not others? Because he is leading here with an example. And for what? For Rotary Foundation, which works under the 6 focus areas. Rotary Foundation has got 6 focus areas, whether it is peace and conflict resolution, whether it is disease prevention and treatment, whether it is water and sanitation, maternal and child health, basic education and literacy, or economic and community development. Now you think of any project in the world, it is going to come under these 6 focus areas, and Rotary Foundation does it all with all the sincerity, all the stewardship, all the transparency, and all the ethics. That is the reason a person like Rajendra ji would like to trust his money with Rotary Foundation for any such project. Rajendra ji, you have given us so much insight on it, and all your words of wisdom have got just deeply embedded, not just in my mind, but I'm sure that all those people who will be listening to it will get enthused and inspired to do more for the foundation.
Thank you.
But here comes a different question now, Rajendra ji. You are a part of Rotary since such a long time, and you felt that Rotary is the best thing. We are looking at more Rotarians.
I'm telling you, Manish, Rotary is a big hope. It is a big future, because I tell you, as you just mentioned it, that future vision program, with disease prevention and conflict resolution. It's a very big thing today in the world. We want peace. See, everybody wants peace, but peace is not possible because people are not understanding. With the conflict resolution and peace, scholars and all, which Rotaries spend a lot of money on that. They go to the all disturbed areas, make the people understand. Who can do this type of things?
Very thoughtful work indeed. Very thoughtful.
And the program, entire program, these 6 points, they have got it. They are so meticulously, with a lot of deliberation, they must have done it. Because today the world is progressed so much, with so much as progress in science and medicine and every agriculture, or name the thing, IT and everywhere. But people are not happy. See, the crux of everything, that people should be happy, Who will teach people that what a good thing, what a bad thing? The Rotary is doing such a great job.
Absolutely. I agree 100%. I am in unison with whatever you're saying, because there cannot be a better organization than Rotary Foundation. So it becomes our duty also to ensure that Rotary Foundation keep getting the funds. So I want you to tell us something on how do we plan to increase the foundation giving. How do we ensure that what would be your suggestions to improve the foundation contributions?
I tell you, Manish, I became an Arch Klumph member. I think I was the 3rd person to become the Arch Klumph member in 2007. But see how many Arch Klumph members are today. See, but I tell you, this should be much more. There must be much more Arch Klumph members, because there is a capacity in the society. There should be more and more Paul Harris members. I'm telling you, it is always said, you get satisfaction. The more satisfaction is taken by the giver, not the one who takes it. So you get that satisfaction if you have got some money, give it. No.
So again, by what I understand, Rajendra ji, you are very clearly saying that small contributions are also very important, because small contributions can lead to bigger contributions. But you want people like you want people who are close to you, known to you, or who look at you at a different level, and even other corporates should take example of what you have done and wholeheartedly come and give that small amount of their contributions, which can really mean a lot to many hundreds and thousands of people around.
Of course.
Very well said, Rajendra ji.
In fact, what happens now, I tell you one thing. Many times, I talk to the district governors also. I tell them, if you want to convince somebody to give $250,000 to become a Raj Club member, and if the person is to be convinced, I don't mind going with them, and I go with them, because I'm telling you, we want more and more people like this.
Fantastic, fantastic.
आदमी का काम नहीं है ना.
बरोबर है. और कोई भी आदमी जब भी किसी को देना है, देखिए मैं जब भी रोटरी फाउंडेशन के लिए मांगने जा रहा हूँ, तो मैं तो कहूंगा रोटरी फाउंडेशन अच्छा है, लेकिन जब भी राजेंद्र चापवाले जी जिन्होंने खुद अपना पैसा दिया है वो बोलते हैं, तो इट गिव्स अ बिग टेस्टिमोनियल. इट्स अ टेस्टिमनी टू द efforts what Rotary Foundation is taking all throughout. So lovely words of wisdom, Rajendra ji. And I am the chief coordinator of District 3141 this year. You are aware that I'm the right hand of Sunil Mehra.
Yeah.
And I would be utilizing your services, your personal efforts
to
ensure that we approach many people. I'm sure with your involvement, we will be able to do what we really want to achieve.
Definitely. It will be a pleasure for me.
Thank you so much. Rajendra, one last question to you. Rotary is functioning well, Rotary Foundation is functioning well, but do you want to suggest some small changes in Rotary which will make it much more acceptable to people?
I will tell you. See, when Rotary is generally doing work mainly in the rural areas, cities, there is hardly any requirement people to do anything. Okay, we have to go a bit away from the city. Okay, in official area, 2 towns, cities, 3 towns. Then what happens actually. Then in future vision also you will see that women empowerment and women health and children health, then water and sanitation, literacy, education, all these things are okay. But I tell you one thing. It requires some space, because you have to provide more nursing homes or dispensaries in the areas. You require some schools or balwadis, and in this area, you require some community place for marriages and for any other things in that area. So all these things require some constructed space. See what happens. Rotary doesn't give funds for the construction anywhere. Unless the construction is done. Unless there is some space where people can, do all these activities. I will tell you that, construction and, these things are not possible, staying in a small hut or slum. They should have some respectable, constructed area. So Rotary should, spend money, or they should allow money for the construction also of the schools or dispensaries or small houses. I was told that, my president was telling me that Sunil Mehra has got some scheme here, or, giving houses of 70,000. Low cost housing, yes. That's a very good scheme. Because you see, I tell you one thing, unless there is a small house or small, place for a family, maybe a small family, where a woman can have her own, house, she can teach the children, and everybody can live there comfortably. Then all other things can start.
True.
Education, and health improvement, and this, that, and so that was, I was very much impressed by this scheme.
So low cost housing has started, Rajendra ji. We have already booked around 122 houses. And each house is going to cost around ₹1 lakh. 122 houses have already been booked by Rotarians and Rotary clubs. We have a target of 500 houses. We are very sure that with the large-hearted people that we have in Rotary, we are going to achieve that. And Rajendra, most importantly, Rotarians are paying for it. So this is a very rich experience for all of us, that yes, there was an appeal by governor who thinks out of the box, who wants to create a different tomorrow. And so very rightly said, yes, we should go off in the far off places. So this is somewhere near Vada area where we are doing this low cost housing. We want to generate 500 houses like this, and people are coming out openly, and this will also change the way people perceive Rotary or look at Rotary.
Yeah.
Along with this, we are also in the process, Rajendra ji, of adopting villages and changing the villages with a holistic manner, right? From
Very
education,
good.
water, living, and every vocation, giving them job opportunities. This is also, though lockdown has come up, we are not taking it as a challenge. We've taken out ways how to meet up that challenge, and we have to counter it. And we are doing it successfully. Every president is doing his job. Every large-hearted donor is doing his work, and we have been successful. So yes, the year is going good, and with people like you along, with your blessings, with your
Always.
path, I'm sure that it's going to be a great year ahead for Rotary, for the people in the community, and for Rotary District 3141.
Manish, thank you very much, and you have given me an opportunity to, give my opinion, what I really feel.
Thank you so much, Rajendra ji. Yeah, please.
And I feel that it will go in a big way. Rotary has got, I'm telling you, tremendous power, tremendous power. Of late, people have started realizing. You see, earlier the clubs were not doing those many projects as they are doing today.
Sure.
I think it has got very good future, very good future. Thank
So,
you very much.
so Rajendra ji, thank you so much. This has been a lovely experience with you on the Viz Biz
Pleasure is
Talks.
here. Pleasure is here. Thank
We
you.
would like to take the liberty of posting these videos to all Rotary clubs, all presidents, social media pages of Rotary District 3141. Your interview is also going to be viewed by all Rotarians and non-Rotarians of District 3141. I'm sure this interview will inspire many others to work with Rotary and associate with Rotary for service projects.
Thank
We will also be showing this interview at the Golden Hearts CSR and Global Grants Conclave, which is on the 19th of September on the virtual platform. What we have done is we have told clubs to give us CSR projects, and we have been tying up with various CSR companies that we will give you ready-made projects because they also want to do projects.
Very good idea.
So यहाँ पे सारे के सारे we've got around 100 odd projects ready with us. We are eyeing for 200 projects, and we are having 500 corporates. We are going to let all of them meet together on the 19th, not just on 19th. 19th is the inauguration, but these projects will be online on a virtual platform for 3 months, and we will keep getting corporates on that virtual platform for them to be linked with the clubs directly.
Very good.
So a strong supporter of the work done by Rotary. Do support us by passing this message of CSR and Global Grants Conclave to your industry connections to support Rotary and thus support mankind. Thank you once again, Rajendra ji.
Thank you, Manish. So nice of you.
Pleasure to have you with us.
Pleasure is here.
बस अब blessings देते रहिए, साथ में रहिए, and I'm sure we'll achieve everything.
ऊपर वाले का blessing सबके ऊपर रहेगा.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.